or a lighter. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hi, Barb. Right. So here we go. My air conditioner's on. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. I know it's late, and I know I don't like to do this late, but I follow spirit, and it tells me what to do. So that's okay. People will just catch it on the replay. It's fine. A couple things I wanted to address tonight, and this is how on the fly I was tonight. Um, yeah, I didn't even shut my TV down. It's just on a, what do they call that? A screensaver, whatever. Anyway, there's a few things I wanted to address tonight. Um, not only for personal readings that I've been doing, but personal questions that have hit my email, and I just wanted to address it. There are certain things that are going on in the universe right now that I think we really need to talk as a group. There weren't really any questions that I need to answer in the comments unless I missed something, and then you all let me know. First and foremost, Caroline, I got your beautiful creation with the music and all that stuff in the alternative music. Um, I have to figure out how to be able to upload that because I don't know what file I'm supposed to. It says upload under a certain file, so I don't know. You did it under an MP4 and all that kind of stuff. That's not an option. I have to figure all that. So you and I will talk. I'll text her. You just text me and we'll figure it out. But thank you for those beautiful things that you're doing because you don't have to do that. But thank you for doing it, and they're gorgeous. Okay. All right. Dragonfly, is it just gonna be me and you tonight? I like that. That's all right. We'll do it. We'll do it one way or another. Um, Dumpling, I figured out what you were saying about the path of least resistance. It's not always the easiest path that we take, but it's the best path that we could possibly take, meaning the goodness that we can do. We may not like it, and when all the sheep are going one way and we're butting heads against a gate, that's still the path that we need to take. And I understand what you were saying, so we got that clarified. So thank you, Dumpling. Um, let's congratulate Sean. Sean was worried about his job and not quite sure. He didn't have. I told him, I said, "You don't have 8 more months. You need to make a decision." He did. He went job searching. found a job, and now he's moving to Nebraska within 2 weeks with his new job. So awesome. Thumbs up. Congratulations, Sean. Honey, hats off to you. You followed your gut and you did what you needed to do. So good for you, darling. Miss Deborah, um, forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. Mark Bajerski promotes Florida water on his channel. I don't know who he is, but apparently he knows about Florida water, and this is the water that you use to cleanse your home and that kind of stuff. So, Deb, thank you for giving that information to me. Mill, thank you, ma'am. You're welcome on your reading for Canada. I know different countries are different ways, and I know when I did that reading on Canada, it wasn't pretty. You guys were kind of like the red-headed stepchild, so to speak. You're going to have to, your soul contract agreed to take the fall, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be all right. You just had to take a little bit longer than the rest of it, but you're very welcome. I'm getting that reading. Miss Nadia, honey, props off to you with your healings and everything that you do. Um, just, I did. Just mentioned you. I hope you got that, but I'll repeat it. But Miss Nadia, your healings and everything that you do, absolutely beautiful. And I recommend anybody that needs healings, with your chakras and all that stuff. It's beyond what I'm learning, but it's beyond how I can explain it. But if you want somebody to talk to Miss Nadia. She's beautiful. So thank you for your healings and all that wonderful stuff. Deb, I was just calling you out and saying thank you for mentioning Mark. Now, you tell me if I'm saying this wrong. Is it Bajerski? Is the J silent? I don't know. But you said that uh, he promoted Florida water. So thank you for letting me know that, because I'm just not caught up to date. I burn my sage and that's kind of about it. But I do know about Florida water, and I have heard great, beautiful things about it. So thank you for giving that information. I know it's late, ladies, and I wasn't even quite sure that I wanted to come on here, but I follow spirit, and it told me, no, just go on there and talk about it. And there's a major issue that we've got right now with what can I do to build up my spirituality versus what do I expect from the universe, kind of thing. Okay. Now, let me minus out all these little things here. There is controversy over, well, I'm not quite sure that I'm ready to do that. I'm not quite sure that I should make those steps. And you're waiting for universe to tell you. And actually, especially my clients, you guys have already made up your mind. So I want to talk about a little bit what I know you're capable of doing versus what you're waiting for the universe to tell you, if that makes sense. Who is waiting for the universe to tell them what to do versus you kind of know in your heart, in your gut, you know the steps you need to take. You're just kind of waiting on confirmation. Does that make sense? I mean, hi, Miss Gail. I mean, what are we waiting on here? If we're talking about it, we're here to build each other up. So what are we doing? Do you come from a position where you're waiting for the universe to give you permission or tell you to do what you know is right in your heart versus I'm just going to do it and I'll just figure out the rest later? That's the problem. From the general idea that I'm getting right now, what I want to talk to you all about tonight is If you know there is a change in the universe that resonates with you personally, are you taking the steps to change it, or are you waiting? We've done multiple readings. Well, waiting on the RV, waiting on this, waiting on this one. We can go through all of them. If there's something, and people normally won't change a job, they won't change the lifestyle about family situation and maybe your home situation, whatever it is. You're waiting for the universe to tell you that you have permission to do it. And all along, the universe is going, you're in control. That's what I want to talk to you about tonight. This this second guessing ourselves and our intuitiveness. This is where I want to ground it in and figure out who we are and our power and authority. Do we really need the universe to give us permission? That's what I'm asking. What do you all think? Hi, Caroline. I addressed you in the beginning, but you can go back and watch it. But I'm gonna be talking to you because I got it. We got there's file issues and all that kind of stuff. But your stuff is beautiful, and what you sent me is gorgeous. But I'm gonna be talking to you. I just have to figure out the electronics part. It's okay. We're gonna do it. I love that y'all talking to each other. Good, Gail. I'm glad. But do you know how many people really are sitting back and they are holding themselves back from what their main goal is, or their soul contract is, and what their gift is, because they're waiting for the universe? And when I say universe, that doesn't mean spiritual. They're waiting for Mr. T and all of them to go, now you have permission to do it. There's a lot of people out there right now doing that. Well, I'm not going to make a move until they tell me it's okay. But your gut and your intuitive is like, no, I can move now. I can do a little bit. That's what I want to talk about. There is a gap in the universal language right now, in the universe, your higher self, and all that kind of stuff. Let's define what the universe is. The universe, to me, the universe is our creator, whether no matter what you call him, her, he, she, it, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're not going to get into that. But it's your higher self, it's your guides, it's your guardian angels, it's all these beautiful things. Are you waiting on them to tell you it's okay? And then we have ourselves, our physical water sac bodies, but we are filled with our intuitiveness and all of our gut and all that kind of stuff. There seems to be some weird issue going on that you can't trust this. You have to wait for them to tell you. Well, I would tell you this personally, and you tell me in the comments if this resonates. If this is telling you your gut and your heart and even logic, I mean, put them all together. If that is telling you to do something and move forward with something, whether it's a project or a decision that you need to make, that's because the universe is talking to you. Does that make sense? But everybody wants to split hairs and go, well, no, that's just me. And that's just them. You do realize that we're connected. Remember, I talked to y'all about soul contracts and that kind of stuff and talking to each other. I'm trying to figure out why you guys keep second guessing yourself. And I don't mean that in general, like everybody. I'm not pointing fingers. But because of the readings that I've had recently and the emails that I keep getting and the questions that I'm getting, the collective seems to think that you need permission. Well, I'll just wait until something happens in the world and then I'll move. Well, I'll just wait until something happens in my life and then I'll move. I'm trying to figure out the thought process behind that. Is it fear? Are you afraid to move because you're not quite sure? You need reassurance. I mean, because that's what we're for, right? As a family, we'll talk. Just talk to us. What's your plan? What's your goal? What's your project? Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. You know how we always talk about how evil and ugly and nasty people can be and not supporting each other. Well, here's where we have the opposite. This is our family here. Okay. Share your thought process. I think you should. I'll share mine if that's what you want. I'll share mine. Yes, I saw you. I'll share mine. My biggest goal and aspect is just, I, first of all, physically, for me, is to get the hell out of Dodge where I'm at right now to do better for my family. That's not selfish. I got to take care of me first. I want to get the hell out of Dodge. And then I want to help everybody else. I don't need somebody giving me permission to do that. But I have found listening to y'all just wait. Well, I kind of just waiting for a sign. I'm waiting. You are the sign. The fact that you are second guessing yourself is the sign. The second guessing is the devil, if that makes sense. And y'all tell me. I'll go back and read. The enemy will come back and that he's the one that second guesses. You know what you need to do. You know it here, you know it here, you know it here. Stop second guessing yourself. You know what you need to do. Now, I'm not talking about, like, well, I actually am kind of talking about, think about it. I don't know whether to quit my job. I don't know whether to tell this family member off. I don't know whether to cut myself off from this. I don't know whether to start talking to this person over here. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Your ego is telling you not to do it. Now, I'm not saying all of your ego is backed by the devil. I'm not saying that, but it's a grounded way of thinking, and this can't ascend. Okay, this and your gut can. Does that make any sense whatsoever? We keep second guessing what our destination is. We keep second guessing our humanitarian projects. Why? I don't need to wait on the RV. Then you already need to, you know what you need to do. Well, I don't know if that's the right decision, because I'd have to change jobs. I'd have to move. What's your point? Yeah, you probably will. But if the universe is telling you, your gut, your intuition, your higher self is telling you that you need to do it, I want to figure out where the barrier is. Do you really need their permission to do it? Or is it your own ego telling you you're not allowed to do it? Does that make sense to you? I mean, I may be running in circles, but I want to break that barrier down. This is spiritual teaching. I'm trying to figure out the thought process because thought, words, that kind of stuff, very important. Yes, they can work, all these things can work alone, but they actually work together. Remember the chakras and aligning yourself? So I'm going to go over here and look in the comments. You maybe just be talking amongst yourselves, but I'd like to know, what is your opinion about it? What do you think our barrier is to keep us from ascending? What is the number one thing? Is it fear? I'm just scared. I just can't leap off that. I don't want to be the damn fool of the deck. I don't want to leap off and take that risk. I got too much to lose. I got too many people whispering in my ear, that's just stupid. You just batshit crazy and just don't do it. I mean, where's the barrier? Where can we tear down that wall and tear down that veil? Because that's what it is. Okay? I'm just looking over here. I'm glad y'all don't need permission. I'm glad that y'all feel that way. And I guess to shine and hold the line, and that's what I'm doing. Good for you, Deb. So, Gail, yeah, self trust. You don't trust yourself. And yeah, I've got that too. Well, I don't really trust my own opinion. I don't, I don't know because I could be wrong. How many times have we done that in our life? Well, yeah, we could be wrong every day that we wake up in the morning. Maybe if I brush my teeth wrong. I don't know. I mean, now we ask, is it self doubt or is it the enemy? And it could be both. But this is where we figure it out because this is where we fight. Does that make sense? Right. Dragonfly, you're right. Permission or confirmation? Yeah. Are we looking for a sign? So maybe not permission. Maybe you don't need permission to do it, but confirmation going, this is what I've decided to do. Can I have confirmation that I'm on the right path? Good point. Very good point. Okay. Yeah, it's a good point because all the questions that I've answered in private readings and everything recently seem to lean that way. Like, what in the world is holding you back? You already know the right decisions, and some of you have already taken the steps to go forward, but you're just like, I don't, it just kind of feels funny. So now we're going to figure it out. But good point. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Barb, I agree. Yeah. Permission or confirmation? But it's still self doubt. When are we going to start not doubting ourselves anymore? Yeah. Moving out of the city when we find the right place to go. Yeah. Yeah. Now, a lot of it's planning. Of course it is. Of course it is. I mean, I'm not saying just like sell everything you own and just move out willy nilly. I'm not saying that. It does take planning, it does take thought process. But I'm saying, I'm talking to the people that really truly know their plan and they've got their plan set. They know if I give up this, I'm going to be okay. I just don't have the bravery to do it. So is it bravery? Is it confirmation? Self doubt? What is it? Or is it the enemy or family members going, God, you don't do that because then you're leaving me behind? Aren't we supposed to take care of ourselves first? That's what I want to focus on tonight. It just seems like the collective recently, those are the questions that keep coming in. And I'm trying to figure out the the greatest spiritual teaching that I could give you is figuring out where it's coming from because everybody's different. And I know how to deal with each individual one, but as the collective right now, this is the problem. No one will make a move. They're afraid. They want confirmation. They want all of it. I don't recommend it, but sometimes I've done it. Anybody ever just jumped off a cliff and just said, to hell with it. Let's just figure it out when we get there. That was figuratively speaking. We're not base jumping here, okay? Okay. Let's just get that point. Do you understand what I'm saying? You just go for it and go, I'll figure it out when I get there. I'm weird that way. I do it. I'll just go, the hell with it. Let's just figure it out. That's not for everybody. There is a part of me that's a planner. I want to know everything that's going to be lined out. And then there's this weird side of me that goes, to hell with it. Let's just jump off the cliff because I'm tired of waiting. There's that weird side of me too. And I think we've got little bits and pieces of this in each of us, and we just have to bring it together. Right now, as a collective, everybody's scared. They won't move. We're waiting for the greater son of the universe. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing because we're all waiting on the RV, right? We're waiting for certain things and pinpoints to happen. Well, I know I really want to do this right now, but pretty sure maybe the 17th letter of the alphabet told you something, and now you're like, well, maybe I should wait on him. I'm pretty sure that's not what this message is. I may be talking in circles, but I'm trying to figure out why, as a collective, that all the questions are the same thing. Well, I'm not sure. I know what I need to do. This is what I hear. I know what I need to do. I just can't bring myself to do it. Why? So you're ascending, you know what you need to do, but you can't do it. And that's why I want to help everybody, no matter what your level is. This is individual. I know I said collective, but I'm just saying collective of all the messages that I've gotten as a collective. That seems to be the trend right now. There's something about what is going on. Well, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to see what they're going to do. I'm just going to wait and see what they say. But you know, in your heart, you should already be moving. The humanitarian effort as a whole, if you can already do it, you should already be out there doing it. Well, no, 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 no. No, I don't want to get ahead of anybody. I'll just work. I'll just wait, and I'll work with somebody else. You kidding me right now? You got the ability to do it. You're going to be a front runner. You're going to be a headliner. Get out there and get it done. This doesn't make any sense. And I agree, Gail. It's fear. I think people are scared. Y'all, yeah, Dragonfly. Yeah, it's fear. So, what do we do about the fear? Hi, Sean, darling. Congratulations. Are you all packed up for Nebraska? Congratulations, darling. Yeah, it is a fear based world, and we are. But what are we going to do to break out of that? Because we need to do it. So, we need to do this as a collective, too. So, at some point, somebody's going to have to jump off the cliff. Remember how you're either a leader or you're a follower, and there's going to be somebody that's batshit crazy that goes, what the hell? I'll jump off. No big deal. Well, that's me. Parachute or not, don't care. I did it. Are you kidding me? A few months ago, I didn't want to do this channel. I just come on there and I wasn't pulling cards for anybody publicly. I did it. I jumped off the fucking cliff. Yes, I heard it. I said it. You heard my French. I jumped off the fucking cliff because I said, if I don't do it, I can't lead. I I got to do it. I got to do it. If I fail, it's on me. That's our thought process. Normally, we kind of keep ourselves into a bubble and we're like, and I know I'm not talking about the earthly things. I know we have families, we have money. We you don't just go out and take a $1 million loan just for the shits and giggles. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about spiritually. If you know in your gut that something feels right, we need to act on it, even in baby steps. Even when your higher self says, here's a baby step, let go one thing, start a new thing. Start thinking differently in a new thing. Maybe it's your job. I haven't felt comfortable here for years. Sean did it. I don't feel right. It just doesn't seem right. All the crap that we've all been through the last few years with the shutdowns and all that crap, that woke a few people up. It's those little things. But if it didn't hit you personally, it's one of those things that I want to introduce as far as spiritual leadership and understanding. What is holding you back? And if it's fear, we need to conquer that because fear has no place in our life, in our ascension, if that makes sense. We do not bow down to fear. We just don't. Now, well, easy for you to say, Jen. Well, la ti da, fancy pants. I get it. No, it's not. But we can take baby steps. And when you need a cheerleader, we talk to each other. That's what we're here for. We're our greatest cheerleaders. If you need to take a step out, and it's that I took a tiptoe forward, you move forward based on your gut and your intuition. And even when, here's what's going to happen, your gut and your intuition are your back end. And then your head is leaning over the cliff going, wait, I thought we were going. What the crap is going on? Your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, all that stuff just starts arguing with each other. Half of it is over the cliff, and the other half is like, I don't think so, because that's out of my comfort zone. When are we going to start getting out of our comfort zone? Get out of your comfort zone. Well, easy for you to say, Jen. It's not easy for me to say. I'm doing it. My lease is coming up. I'm gonna tell my landlords from a different country can't speak English to go, they had not much money. I'm gonna tell them I'm out. Do I have a place to go? No. But I know it's right. I ain't figured it out. Do you think I got money to go pay a new lease somewhere else? Nope. But I know it's not right anymore. My gut is telling me you cannot keep doing this because you're holding yourself back. We talk about manifesting. Let's get real. What is manifesting? You know what I started doing? I started talking, manifesting. Remember, thoughts, words, that kind of stuff. I'm talking manifesting. You know what I started doing? I started going through all my closets and I started throwing shit out. I'm just boxing crap up and getting rid of it. I'm donating it. I don't care. I don't care if I leave here with nothing. I started manifesting it in the physical. I don't need this. I don't need that. This is how I conquered my fear because I always was that one person that held on to everything in the family. I don't want to get rid of that. I might need it later. I'm not talking about hoarders. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, well, I might need that. No. You know what I did? I faced my fear, threw caution to the wind, and I just started throwing stuff out. You know how much better I feel? Isn't that crazy? Well, I can't do that, Jen. Well, maybe not. Maybe we're not talking about the same thing. Maybe you just need to have a sit down with a family member. I'm not doing it. Maybe you need to have that sit down and talk with your employer. Sean, preach to the choir, honey. All of you. There is something we can do. Baby steps. I'm manifesting a move. I'm manifesting more money in my bank account, whatever it is. And you're like, how in the world am I going to manifest more money? You just do it. You picture and you motivate yourself and you manifest. You just picture and meditate over your bank account and go, nope. You tell the universe, start demanding, stop asking and demanding. Your higher self is way up here. I started doing it. Remember, I told you all the other night when I did it, I threw a fit in my kitchen and I looked at Abba and Father and everybody that I call a higher creator. And I just, no, Abba, Mama, Yeshua, no, you're going to make this happen because I'm throwing all my crap out now. You're going to make it happen. You're going to pay these bills tomorrow. You're going to pay everything by the end of the weekend. And the lights aren't going to be shut off. You're going to do it because I told you to. Now, is that being nasty and ugly and demanding the creator to do crap? Not the way I did it. You know what happened? He goes, it's about time. It's about time. You know what happened? 48 hours later, I got money into my bank account and stuff started manifesting because I demanded it. I let go of the fear and I got mad and I did it. Because I just told him, I said, you know, you can get mad at me all you want to. I didn't sin in the process. I just told you how I felt. Because you don't sin when you're honest. When you manifest stuff in honesty, they're going to be right behind you. Timing's just different. Well, that's easy for you to say, Jen, because you got results in 48 hours. Okay, maybe so. But that doesn't solve my problem come October when my lease is up. I may be sitting here talking to you all in December in candlelight. Well, that wouldn't make sense because I wouldn't have a computer by then. You know what I mean? I don't know. Nobody does. But we need to start as a collective working together and talking to each other how we manifest stuff, getting over the fear, and what we are afraid of. Because as a spiritual teacher, I could be all over the place. There could be 50 people in the chat room, and there's 50 different problems of how you manifest. But what I will tell you this, know who you are, know who your creator is. Thoughts, words, what you put out to the universe, manifesting. But you know what else is important? Community. We talk to each other. You know, we all worked a long time. I haven't known y'all. How long? Maybe in another chat room the last few months or whatever. Now we're a family. Now we work together. Does that make any sense whatsoever? Now we lean on each other. I talk with my hands when I get excited, just so you know. Now we work together. Now the vibrations go up. Now the energy goes up. Because they can't stop me. And my brother and sister over here can't stop them. Now we work together. And then somebody crawls over here and goes, hey, can you help me? Now we just wrap our arm around them and we just keep coming together as a collective. We help each other fight our fears. You don't have to fight it by yourself. Does that make sense? This is kind of a pick me up. If you got a question and you want me to draw cards, I got them. I got them. They're ready. But I just came on here because I felt that there's something wrong as the collective, and I think we need to talk to each other. But the minute that we admit that we have the fear, then we can embrace it, and then we can fix it. Does that make sense? Let me go see. Yeah, it is a fear-based world. Yeah, yeah. People are being cautious. Do I blame them? No, no, I don't blame you. But at some point, anybody just ever felt that I think I'm going to jump and I'm not quite sure if the parachute was packed correctly? That's me, and I can only speak for myself. But at some point, after you've been through it all and you just cannot do it anymore, eventually you just look at the cliff and go, you know what? I just don't fucking care anymore. And you just jump. That was not nasty and ugly, and that's not suicidal. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about taking the next step, advancing yourself. That's ascension. Going, you're not going to tie me down. We're not tethered to this three-dimensional thought process. Because your higher self is going, just jump. Just jump. Does that make sense to you? Wayne just said, you might want to put your legal disclaimer in there. So this is the world that we live in. I have to stop and go, for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I can't give you advice. Please don't listen to me. What in the world is it going to take? This is like, no, that's probably a little bit too big. Wing said, nah, I better reel that in real quick. He said, if you want to put it into a document, go ahead. And I understand what he meant. This would be like our Second Amendment. Let's say we're all from the U.S. I think most of us are. If you're not, that's okay. Correct me. But you'll get the general census. For the United States, we have the Second Amendment. Okay, right? If you know that you're living in tyranny, it's our obligation and duty to come together and take down a tyrannical government by any means necessary with these or your thoughts and words and that kind of stuff. That's fine. When did we stop doing it? And then when we did, now they're in prison. Fear. Because you've been taught, you've been told you can't do it because you just ended up in prison. But that's not actually true. Dad, honey, you go for it. Honey, if you were my next door neighbor, you wouldn't have no produce left because I'd buy it all. Sean, honey, I hope that your move to Nebraska is smooth sailing and you don't have any issues, honey. I am so proud of you and I give you all my love and light. Honey, we're right behind you. I love on you. Good for you. Yeah. Yeah. Angel numbers. No, you're absolutely right. And that is a thing. Um, Barb, you're absolutely right. Angel numbers. One of the readings I just did, we were talking about numbers that we see. You see them on a face clock, any kinds of things that you look at. You may even dream them. 1111, 911, 333, 444, 555, all that kind of stuff. Angel numbers are huge. This is the universe telling you you're on track, you're doing fine. So if you needed universal confirmation, if that's what y'all meant by angel numbers, it's what it means to me. Deb, if you meant, or Dragonfly, if you meant something else, let me know. To me, angel numbers, what I call them universal numbers, it's just tracking numbers. They're keeping you on track to go, you're okay. I don't care. You could have a subscription to something and a commercial comes down, you're counting down the um, commercial, maybe start out 60 seconds. You know where I look up? I look at 17 seconds and I look at 11 seconds. That's what I look at every single time. Look at a clock, 333. I get up in the morning and I get up, well, if I go to sleep, period. But if I get up in the middle of the night, I'll go to the kitchen, maybe to get a water or whatever. Maybe it's to go to the restroom, whatever. I just happen to glance at whatever clock is there. It says 333, 444, 222. Anybody else do this? It's a universal language going, you're okay. You're on track. It's just their way of talking to you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Gail, 1111 is all the time. Yeah, um, 333, 444, 555. They are consistent numbers. They are talking to us in general, going, you're on track. You're okay. It's crazy. It's crazy. We may not understand the full spectrum of it, but we at least see that. And as a collective, we see it. We see it individually. And then when we talk like this, we see it. 333. Do you see this? Do you see that? Yeah. 9/11 was the freaky one that we all saw for 20 some years. I still see it, but it's not so important anymore because I don't associate that day with horrible negativity anymore. I don't get me wrong, I understand it is. And now I'm focused on those 333, 444, 1111. 1111 to me is extremely important. And that's my husband and that's our anniversary. We were married on 1111. 11 is huge in my family. My husband was born on 10/11. Um, My youngest son was, not that y'all asked for this information, just ignore me and tell me to shut up in the comment. That's fine. My youngest son was born 11 days after 9/11. He weighed 9/11. I had two children, didn't even pay attention to it, were baptized on 9/11. My husband's birthday is 10/11. We were married on 11/11. He went off to war on 2/11 and returned on 8/11. 11s are huge in my family. It's kind of hard to ignore that. Everything seems to happen around 11, or at least 11 days later, or there's 11 somewhere. It's huge in my family. Everybody's got it. Another family maybe it's all fives, maybe it's all 555, maybe it's all threes. Everybody's different. But I do know as a collective that we are starting to see these numbers come together, and it's the universal I higher selves, the off-worlders are telling you it's okay. You're on track. You're doing the right thing. Keep working together, keep talking to each other, and keep pushing forward. Don't get stagnant. I do understand that. If something's off, I'll get a number and go, I want you to look into that. And they'll say, work on this. This is just the way it works. Y'all tell me, is there a certain number that gives you a weird feeling that you don't feel comfortable with? Leave in the comment. Let me know. Nadia, did you come in here? Did you just get in? I thought you was in bed, woman. Hi, darling. Caroline, were you married on 11/11 too? Like November 11th? Because that's my anniversary too. It's okay, Caroline, but it's still a date. It doesn't matter if it worked out, but it's still a date that you remember. There was a reason for it. Hi, darling. Yeah, yeah. It's, don't count anything. Nobody asked if it worked out or not, but there's a reason you did it to begin with. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I think if we're talking about numbers and we're talking about the overall topic of what I want to talk to you all about tonight is what's holding us back. We talked about fear. Is it an earthbound thing? Well, our ego. Well, I'm not stupid, Jen. I got a family to take care of. I can't be going out and just flying off the whim. Hey, I think I'll just quit my job tomorrow. I'm not talking about that, and I don't recommend that either. But y'all understand what I'm talking about. But just like, Sean's here, he knew something wasn't right. He questioned it. He started acting on it. He didn't need me to tell him. I'll tell you that right now. He didn't need me. He used me as confirmation, and that was fine. He was already doing it. But there was something that is embedded inside of us that we take that leap. We just don't hold ourselves back. Okay. Here's an example. Thank you, Wings. He just said it. He goes, what are you going to do in November on Check Your Box Day? If we don't hear anything, nothing happens. Mainstream, Mr. T, Mr. Emperor, all that kind of stuff. Come November, what do we do? What do we trust? Do we go check the box day, or we just go, I ain't trusting that crap ever again? Or do we trust, like, maybe even the cards that I pulled on? I told y'all, tarot can always be wrong. I didn't say ever always trust the cards. I didn't say that. What do you feel in here? Your gut. I know you can't see me. Lord, I can't believe you can't see my gut. But anyway, your gut, your intuitive. What is your gut telling you? Are you going to go check the box day? Do you believe it's been fixed? Do you believe it's still a problem? I still think what I got the other day when I pulled cards on it. I think from the majority it's been fixed. I think there's hot spots that's left as a hot wire that they're deliberately setting people up. But come this November is not the biggie. We know 2024, and I know, no one wants to wait till 2024. I'm not saying that we have to. I have never gotten that. Every check your box day is very important. No matter what district you're in, it doesn't matter. They're proving to you slowly and dripping it out, dripping it out. We that are awake are tired of the drip, drip, drop. Every time I say that, I keep thinking of the movie Bambi. Drip, drip, drop in April showers. But at least agree with me. We're all thinking about it. I don't know what to do. I don't really know if I want to, and I don't want you to listen to me either. Well, I'm gonna go vote because Jen told me to. No, I didn't tell you nothing. I told you to think for yourself and use your gut. Okay. But the main thing that I wanted to go on live with you tonight was because the collective thought process that I'm getting through clients, personal readings, emails, not so much in the maybe here and there in the comments, but mainly the personal stuff that I'm getting. I don't. I'm getting. Well, I know what I need to do. I just can't. I just can't bring myself to do it. That is the point of this video, and that's why I did. So anybody that's coming in late, that was my point. What is holding us back? And it's not just one or the other. It's a collective. A lot of people are thinking that way. I know what I need to do, but I don't know. I'm just not quite sure. And before I go over there and look at the comments, I also just got the download of here's also your imbalance of the divine feminine and masculine too. We're all balancing ourselves out. I know what I need to do, but I don't know. Maybe my spouse wouldn't agree with me. And we all have to take those things into consideration. We ain't gonna start World War III in our own roof, right? We know that. Well, I just can't quit my job because I got to eat next week. I'm not talking about those kind of things. At least start the process. Sean, if you're still in here, tell them. Start the process. Well, I know it doesn't feel right, and I got to start somewhere. Start looking. At least start talking to somebody, even if it's me and I'm batshit crazy. And if you trust me, you wouldn't be here. Come on now. Let's start talking to each other. We've got to start trusting each other a little bit more. But that was the main point of going live. If you got questions, I didn't really have anything in the comments and backup stuff. I've been doing private readings and I've pretty much marked them all out. So I don't really have any questions unless you've got one. Slap it in there. That's fine. I'll answer it. I'll pull cards. They're sitting right here. I just want to talk to you and figure out what we can do as a collective to try to encourage one another as a humanitarian issue. What is holding us back? I'm going to go read. I think I'm behind here. Caroline, I think that's why you and I have a really strong connection. Now, come on. I don't care if it worked out or not, but 11:11, come on now. I'll be talking to you. I got your emails. Just give me a chance to respond. And your music is beautiful. It's gorgeous. We're going to talk. I just had to figure out this crap technology of how I'm supposed to upload it. Deborah, January 17th. Do you know how many precious people in my family are born on that day? Naughty. Yeah, 11/11. Yeah, it is Veterans Day. Yeah. Work within, ground yourself, and release unwanted emotions that has been stored within us. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yes, Sean. No. Fear, focus on what you want. Give the rest to God. You're right. You know what? Let go and let God. Give me an amen. Let go and let God. Here's the problem. Our definition of let go is you can have that much, but I'm holding on to this. You can have that much, God. I'm gonna hold on to this just in case. You tell me I'm wrong. You tell me I'm wrong. We shave it off what's convenient to us to give to God. Will you let go, let God? Oh, okay, I'll let go. You take this part, but I'm gonna hold on to this. And he's going, what the crap is that? I said, let me have all of it. No, 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 no. I think just in case you can't handle it, I'm gonna hang on to this. Is this not what we do? Yes, it is. Who in my family? My number one family doctor, who I've had for 30 some years, and he just retired. His birthday is on January 17th. And I have my best friend was born on January 17th. So it wasn't physical family member, but well, I consider them family. But yeah, people that have had my back since day one. So Deb, that's who. But think about what I just said. Let go and let God means something totally different to everybody else. Okay. And I'm not talking about splitting hairs and who you call God. I'm not talking about that. Surrendering and letting go is different to everybody. Most people shave off pieces to give to God because that's what you think He can handle. And then you're going to stay in control of the rest because you're really the big dog because you got it all figured out. We're all guilty of this, myself included. I've shaved off a whole lot more since then. Now I'm down to like Wings just done. He said, take off a piece of sage and told him, now out of this bundle, now I hold on to this much. I still hold on to it. Like, you can have that piece. And it's like wrestling. He goes, can I have the last piece? No, I don't trust you. You ain't got this. This is what we do to our creator. And he's going, I don't know what else I can do to convince you. I got it. Sean, thank you for your advice. Thank you. That's beautiful because you did it. Let go and let God. Caroline, I'll be contacting you, honey. We got a lot to talk about. Dumpling, you have a driving phobia that's debilitating? Is it from a past life? Okay. We'll pull cards. I've always given everything over to God. I don't jump without God's armor. I own my own chaos. Barb, good. Good, darling. Good for you. You got any advice for the rest of us that can't let go and let God? What's Mr. T working on? That's kind of vague, Caroline, but we'll get to it. Let's do dumpling. Wasn't quite sure we're going to get to questions. I just like talking to you. Isn't this great? Because we got to help each other. Yeah, y'all love on Sean. Y'all wish him the best. He's moving to Nebraska. He's got a big move, new job, and all that kind of stuff. Thank you, sweetheart. Aren't you precious? Y'all love on him. Man, you got any secrets to let go and let God, you let us know. And you got any more questions, you let me know, darling. All right. Y'all keep talking, but I'm gonna tackle some of these questions. Dumpling, do you have a driving phobia? Is it because of a past life? Like Maybe that's how you passed away, like in a former life kind of thing. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I know. I saw it. Well, they said didn't pick it, not to pick it up. She's just holding that on personally. All right. Y'all just ignore me. I talk to myself and I talk to my guides, and that's what I do. Y'all just gonna deal with it. I know. I'm trying to steal it from her now. I know. I see it. Y'all just deal with me. If I stopped and showed you everything that I pull, Lord, honey, I wouldn't get through one question. It'd take me 2 nights to do it, to try to explain it, because I'm a teacher and that's what I do. I just want y'all to see what I see. Dublin, you basically what we're asking, did you die in a car accident and that's why you have that fear? Yep. Oh, and it's not just that. It's not just that you did. This is you, Miss Dumpling, sunny disposition, but this is a big fat yes. Yes. But the future cards, this is just to represent you. This is a yes saying it's answering your question. They want you to get a big fat yes. There's no second guessing. You could stop it here. Yeah. It's because you died that way. But the cards that are here, it wasn't just because you died that way. You've lost too many past members that have died that way. And that's what gives you it's not your death, it's their death that gives you the fear. Five of Swords. Strategy, holding on to something. You just want to hold on to the safety of it. And cards freak you out because they take you away from that. You're holding on to something. Strategy. I just want to be in control. I don't want to lose control. I don't want to lose control. This is you in the past. This is loss. You've lost way too many people because of this. Whatever that past life is, you've lost way too many of them. So now you have this idea of, I'm going to stay in control. I'm going to stay on top of it, and you ain't taking it away from me anymore. Don't get freaked out, Dumpling. Death card. Yeah. Way too much death over this. This is your fear, and it's manifesting in this lifetime. Yeah. You're trying to get on top of it, but this past loss will not allow you to. You're just hanging on to it. Okay. Let's go into the future. You feel kind of all alone when you're on the road. Like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. Mm-mm. I don't want to do this. I don't, no. This has a double meaning. It also means the universe is bringing you a message. And here's the message from the universe. Knight of Cups. Message from the universe, a gift from the universe. Branch out of that. Start thinking about how you can take control of that. Get control of that carnation that you keep doing, okay? Temperance. Patience, guidance, higher self. Be patient with yourself and realize this is not then. Okay. A lot of times those carnations spill over into these lifetimes, and that's what's hard. That brings us our fear of heights. You know how many people of how many carnations we've had? I have a fear of heights, probably because I was thrown off a cliff out of torture or whatever. I have a fear of deep water and drowning. I have a fear of fire because I'm pretty sure I was a witch in the past. I'm not saying negative, nasty witch. I'm just saying they burned them at the stake. They drowned them. They did all of these things come back as a carnation. Okay, we reincarnate into these things. And the universe is saying, it's okay. I'm bringing you into something new. Be patient because your higher self is working with you. These little off-worlders and that kind of stuff up there, it's temperance. Be patient. Be patient. Stop torturing yourself over that kind of stuff. Confirmation. There it is. Speak truth. Speak truth. Dumpling, here, this is for you personally. Speak truth. Ace of Swords. Your truth will cancel that out. I am here now, and this is who I am, and this is how it's going to be. I'm in control. You get in that car, speak truth, speak dominance, and you speak your authority because you are the divine feminine and you are in control. Okay? Whatever it was, they took it away from you. You are in control now. Those are two massive cards. So you speak truth over it. This is how we take dominion over the issues that we had to deal with in those past lives. Okay? Does that help? Dumpling, you talk to me and let me know. All right, what do I got? Wait, what did I miss? Sean, why are we snowing? Why is it snowing? No. I love Christmas. I like snow. I like to look at it, but I get cold too easy. Learning to live with uncomfortable and trusting God. Yeah. Yeah. You learn to be uncomfortable, but uncomfortable leads to comfortable. That let go and let God. Letting go is the uncomfortable part. Like, but I need to control it. And he goes, oh, do you now? Because you're me? Well, we're a part of him. And now this is a teaching. I see you, Caroline. What's Mr. T working on? That's what we're going to do next. I'm just looking at comments. Once I learn to let go, I have the right of your life. Yeah. Grateful for my guides and I'm grateful for God and I love laughing. You're amen, Nadia. That's it. It's peace. It's an inner peace that we have that if we can just let go of this crap that we really think that we have control over and we don't, once you let go, you just like, whatever. There's my horse neigh for the night. I got an honest question. Why I pull Caroline's card and for her reading. What's Mr. T up to? I got a question. How many of you fear death? Physical death. How many of you fear it? Like I'm afraid to die. I didn't say how, I just said the aspect of dying. How many of you fear death? Just a question. I saw you. Thank you, love. Honest question. How many of you fear death? In the meantime, we're going to ask Miss Caroline's question. She wants to know what Mr. T's up to. That's kind of vague because isn't he up to 100 million things? Let's see. What is Mr. T up to? I just got the download. Well, it's not just him. Can we do that? And I went, yeah, just give me the truth. So something tells me I'm going to have some swords in this because it's kind of big. I like that. Yep, it's a group effort. It bounces off the reading I did the other day. Now, I'm going to explain it to you. And there's two cards in here. They're going to be a little bit weird to you. Okay. You know what they are. At least I think you do because I've explained them before. Now, we're not asking thought process from Mr. T. I ask on behalf of Caroline, but I have a blend. Okay. Because in order to answer her question, I have to get into the higher self of Mr. T. If it doesn't make sense, just ask me. I'll tell you. Here's the thing. Mr. T's going through some crap too. You know how many times they've tried to take him out? Thrown off his plan. Remember, he's not alone in this. He's just the head lead dog and he's just out in the spotlight. So I'm going to explain it. Here is what represents not only Miss Caroline, but it also represents him. The Queen of Cups, what the universe wants to give us. Caroline wants to know, because this is her, but Mr. T also steps in and goes, I want you to remember her. He said, remember her. There's something about the divine feminine that has to do with this. Two of Swords, fear of the unknown. It can go either way. Fear of the unknown. I don't know which way it's going to go. What are you telling me? What do you mean? Well, I'm blinded. I can't see. Isn't that how we feel right now? I can't see where I'm going. What are you telling me? Well, what's going to happen? It's fear of the unknown. We don't know. There's a stupid movie. It's just got popcorn flying everywhere. And we're like, are we even in the theater anymore? Tell me I'm wrong. Okay? Pass card. This is you, Caroline. Oh, just worrying. Like, what the crap? Losing sleep over this. What in the hell is going on? Mr. T does this too. He also worries. So the question is split. It's Caroline, but it's Mr. T, and that's how I blend them together. Both higher selves coming together to answer the question. You both have this one thing that we have together, and this is how you connect, because we are a community. Caroline's part of our community. Who's the head of our community? Kind of, sort of, Mr. T. Okay, this is a community card. We are working and talking together. Pentacles. What is going to be given to us? It's a gift. Okay, that's what we're doing. The outcome. What's he up to? Well, you asked, am I going to be slammed against the wall for this one? Like bugs on a windshield, like we said? Come on, darlings. What's he up to? Ace of Pentacles. What is Pentacles? Gift, money. The big dog. That's the ace. You know what he's trying to figure out and button up right now? 2 letters. RV. What is he up to? He's buttoning it up. Ace of Pentacles. That's the big dog. He's holding it up. Here's the deer with the antlers. He's holding it up. I'm bringing it to you. That's what he's up to. He's putting it together. Now, here's your advice cards. Now, I haven't done confirmation, but here's your advice cards, okay? Y'all. Now, come on now. Victory. 6 of Wands. Victory. Passion, heart's desire. Because that's his desire to bring the RV. He gets the victory for doing it. He's doing it. Now, here's where it got thrown off. And I told y'all this the other day. What is the energy? What is the problem? The divine feminine. The balance of the energy has to be right. Because these cards, this is how it gets laid out in front of me. The balance has to be right. The energy is off because it needs to be right for this. What's he up to? The RV. We get a victory because of the divine feminine. And he knows it. Yeah, Melania has a lot to do with it too. But I haven't really done any readings on Melania. Confirmation. There you go. Okay, so there you go. Here's the answer. He's just buttoning up this last minute fighting crap. That's what's delayed it, because it was supposed to be done a long time ago. Here's your outcome. The agreements and victory are there. The community card, he's already done it. But these little rat bastards that keep crawling around and doing their little things, he has to clean that up, because if he leaves one little hole, thank you. Wings just said it. He goes, do you remember when I explained to you of like when you cleanse your home, they can crawl through any little crack and crevice. I don't care what you have to do, your thoughts, your words, you can do a lot of things. Salt, oil, sage, we've done all that. They will crawl through anything, so you kind of need to stay on top of it, especially when you're really intuitive and you need to stay on top of it. That's it. They will crawl through anything. It's these little boogers that are just like, they may not be that high up there because I think they've all been taken out. But he still has to work to get rid of them because he's like, no, they're all going to be gone because we are not going to allow this to happen anymore. Does that make sense? He's determined, but that Ace of Pentacles, Caroline, that's what he is up to. He is buttoning it all up. I know we're all frustrated and we need it. Like, come on, come on. One little roach or two was not going to hurt nothing. He's like, no, you don't understand. What's the old rule when you see a roach? Turn off the light and then turn it back on. There's a million more. That's the thought process. Does that make sense? Let me go. Good, John. No fear. Good for you, honey. Did we lose Nadia? She got to go bed. That's all right. I lost you. My time to go back to work. Oh, she's got to work. Okay. All right, honey. Love you. I'll talk to you later. Will the jab mandate continue into 2023 and beyond for federal employees? My son lost his job due to not complying. Okay, Gail. Marla, I don't think we're keeping a time clock. I'm pretty sure we're not. Watch the replay. It's all right. You're fine, darling. Minnesota. We love you, don't you know? Okay. Is that a stereotype? Was that mean and ugly? Mean it to be. Going that night. Deborah, let's just cut it. Let's cut it. Y'all need to go to bed. Let's just cut it. Oh, yeah. I've been on here more than an hour. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna write them down. I know it's late. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this real quick, and then we're gonna say night night to each other because we all need to go to bed. I know you're all in different time zones, and I get it. Some can stay up, but then there are others like, really, Jen, come on, let's go to bed. Debbie, you go to bed, darling. It's fine. All right, so let's do this. All of you that are still in here, Caroline, Dumpling, Marla, all of you. Let's do this. Let's do this. Are the mandates going to go through 2023? Let's do that one real quick, and then we're going to say goodnight. Y'all talk to each other and say goodnight, and then I'm going to pull this, and then if you got anything else, I think they're letting the comments come in. I don't know, but I told you, email me, newbeginningstarot76gmail.com, or put it in an old video that's not live. It's fine. Find me one way or another. So if you got a question that continues, but I think this conversation should continue because I think we just need to work with each other and how we can get out of our fear and what we can do to help each other grow and manifest our own future without going, well, I really need to know what I want to, but I'm just not sure. We've got to stop that. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right, but this question is the mandate going to go through 2023? Thank you, Rich. All right, it's pretty much a yes and no, but you know me. I'll put something about it that explains it. It's sporadic. Do you remember the conversation we had about those blue states and blue cities? That's what this is. Yeah. For the most part, no. But a lot of illusions, a lot of secrets, a lot of agreements. These are these Democrats, the full You're a damn fool if you stay in these places. Don't. Well, Jen, that's easy for you to say. I understand. I'm not saying that. I just can't pick up and move. I get it. I get it. But if it has to do with like mandates and that kind of stuff, yeah, it is sporadic. This is the moon, the illusion that you will have to, but it is sporadic. Okay, this and this the Lovers card. This means I always look at this when I pull it as far as states, like red state versus blue state. It depends on what's happening. Lots of secrets. There's a secret down here that you don't know. It says rest comfortably, but how you gonna rest if you don't know what your job's gonna be? Here's the outcome. And these are beautiful cards. King of Pentacles, the family man. He's got it all together. He's the big dog, okay? Truth's gonna come out. King of Swords, truth, 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 thoughts, words, that kind of stuff. Victory, Six of Wands. Technically, they're going to tell you these things in these places, but if you would hold your ground, they can't actually do it to you. They're going against they kept saying that it was what it federally mandated or whatever. No, that's not actually true. They're going to tell you this, but if you stand your ground, speak your truth, be the family, stand up for your family, you can fight it. They're going to be they're going to BS you all the way through it to these blue places, but you stand your ground. Okay? All right? Confirmation. I like that. I like it. Two ugly cards and two beautiful cards. And they both mean the same thing. It's all going to come crashing down. They are going to come crashing down, not you. Okay? They are going to come crashing down. Okay? Their mandates, their policies, that kind of stuff. It's not going to fly. Now, don't lose nothing here, okay? Don't get a hitch in your giddy up, okay? As we say. Broken heart. These are for the people that did do it and now they know that they didn't have to. I was brokenhearted. I caved in. I did it. Or maybe they're, God help them, dealing with physical problems or deaths, even brokenhearted. You mean to tell me all along I didn't have to do it? Wait till they find out that all that crap, they didn't have to do any of it. It's broken heart. It's a grief process. We've talked about that too. It's a grieving process. You mean to tell me that this whole world lost 2 years of our lives and then it's still going on and you're telling me now it don't mean nothing? Uh-huh. They're going to be brokenhearted because they're going to see that system crash down with that tower card. Okay? With that tower. Did I just have it? Oh, my cards fell over. Hold on. With that tower card. When that system comes crashing down, they're going to be brokenhearted going, you mean to tell me they did that to us and they couldn't even do it to begin with? Yeah. So what you're asking is going to be sporadically. I still say stick to your guns. That's just my personal opinion. You're not going to be able to get away with it. I'm not saying just pick up and move out of the blue state because I know a lot of you can't do it, and that's okay. I'm just saying be aware of what's going on around you, okay? I hope that answered your question. Okay? Anything else? Did y'all say goodnight to each other? Y'all doing your kisses and huggings and goodnight John Boy Waltons kind of thing? You're welcome, darling. Dumping, that's hard to do. Like dumping the YouTubers and truthers and that kind of stuff. It's very hard to do. To to realize well, it sounded great to begin with, and now something doesn't resonate. It's hard to do. Because you're like, then you kind of feel like I'm betraying them. Well, maybe I should just stick in there a little bit longer. But then your gut and your intuition's like, I told you. I mean, it's just something that we have to deal with. We want to give everybody to start out the benefit of the doubt, just like you're doing me. If I turn out to be batshit crazy, which pretty much No, I am. Then turn me off. You don't need my permission. Turn it off. It's fine. But those that jack themselves up and go like, yeah, no, I know everything. No, I don't. I know nothing, and I only rely on the cards, and they can be wrong. I just use energy and spirit, and that's what you get. And I'm truth, and I do not sugarcoat anything. You don't get a lollipop with me with these visits. I don't care if you got one of these and you walk out with a lollipop. I don't care if you just got a clean bill of health, you walk out with a lollipop. I'll give you the God's honest truth. If it does not resonate with you, walk away. I'm not just giving you a pile of horse dung and then pouring sugar on it, going, but that's chocolate pudding. No, we ain't doing that. Mm-mm. I'm gonna give you the truth. There ain't no sugar poured on top. The only sugar you get's from me, and because I love you, and that's why I tell you the truth. Let's get our Waltons done. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. Who's who in this? That'd be fun. Y'all so precious. I love y'all talking to each other. Yeah, come crashing down. Yeah, it will, Gail. Yeah. I love it, Dumpling. You're so funny. That's a good one. No, Sean, bedbugs aren't. My family's been there. Thank God we're not now, but honey, they're not fun. They used to be fun when we was growing up, and then you figure out what one is, and y'all, I love you. I love you. I am a straight shooter, honey. You get what you get. I love y'all. I don't lie about that part. I don't lie about any of that. But when it comes to the cards and what it tells you, and just because you don't like the answer, I'm sorry. I'm not just going to turn and go, well, let me look again. Now, I've pulled extra cards, but if it doesn't change, you get what you get. Well, no, that kind of sucks. But the only thing that I'll tell you is let's reword the question and how can you get out of it? I'll at least give you that. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to leave everybody with hanging horrible negative crap, but I'll at least reword the question, pull it again, and go, let's fix it. Does that make sense? Okay. Thank you, Sean. Honey, you go pack them boxes now. You got enough packing tape and all that kind of stuff? You're so welcome, darling. I love y'all. We'll try to do this. I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow. I gotta go run some errands tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But thank y'all. You're so welcome, Gail. Y'all got extra questions? Put it in the comments. I started on here tonight. I didn't really have any backup. I think we got them all covered. Y'all welcome. You're welcome, Dumpling. I love y'all. Y'all say goodnight and love on each other. But I'm always here. You know how to get a hold of me. And I told you, email me. I'll give you my phone number if you need me personally. I'll give it to you. New Beginnings, Terror76, gmail.com. All right? Love you. We did an hour and a half. No interruptions. We're getting there. I love you, darlings. You're so welcome, guys. I love you. Caroline, I'll be talking to you soon. Promise. Love y'all. Night night.